Since I can't talk to anyone about this, I'll say it here. My life is in shambles. A couple of years ago I met the guy of my dreams and I fell madly in love and so did he. We had it all. Good jobs, future plans. We were in the middle of buying our first home and we were both under 25. Life was amazing, to say the least, but everything changed in one night. I had gotten very sick and was in and out of the hospital. My fiancé had a memorial to go to and so he went without me. Then everything started unfolding. His little cousin was there and had tried to kiss him, and then when he excused himself to the bathroom she burst in and saw him sitting on the toilet talking to me. She made me feel weird because of this and he tried to find a way home, but being late and living in the country, he couldn't get an Uber. He had been drinking and I was still sick and not comfortable driving. Boy do I regret that we both went to bed around 3 a.m. and fell asleep on FaceTime. When he woke up in the morning, his little cousin and her friend had climbed into the bed to sleep. My fiancé doesn't pay much attention and just leaves because his boss had an emergency and called him in at around 5 a.m. So he leaves and all of a sudden the little cousin starts telling everyone that my fiancé touched her. She waited about a week and filed a police report stating that my fiancé was touching her and touched her best friend that night. My fiancé is in shambles now because every lawyer wanted $25K to defend him. There was another witness who was at this house all night long and sided with my fiancé that nothing happened, but without questioning any other witnesses at that house he was arrested. His public defender told me and him that he didn't have a strong case based on the fact there was so little evidence and suggested he take a plea deal. So we looked into it and with his public defender he got a deal that would be a 90-day prison sentence and 7 years on the intimacy offender registry. After lots of crying and exhausting all other efforts, we said okay. The court date came and his public defender didn't show up and sent a different attorney to take his place. The judge and prosecutor sentenced him to 2 to 10 years and a lifetime on the intimacy offender registry. I felt numb. The man who stole my heart treated my siblings like family and who was just a big kid himself. His life is now over and I don't even know what to do. I feel awful and I feel like my life is over. Everyone who knew him knew he was sweet and had given so much to others. Just had his life ruined by his own family. I am angry at myself, his family, and the legal system. Everything in me is telling me I need to do something, but I'm helpless. I know for a fact that he didn't do anything except be too naive. I wish I could go back to that night and tell him to drive home or that I should have gotten him. I'm angry that something so bad happened to such a good man and most of all I feel like I let it happen. It's been 2 weeks without him and I can't eat or sleep knowing that those 2 girls ruined his life for what seems like nothing and that they had seemingly planned this out. Even if this did happen, both of these girls' parents knew about what these girls were saying the day it happened, but both parents waited a week before taking their daughters to make a police report. These girls went to school the day after the supposed incident and started talking about how much money they were going to get from the state. I guess I'm just writing this to get this off my chest because I feel like I've been let down and I feel lost.